What's good, everyone? It's Ballz. This week's video is about documentation. I know a lot of people have a different style of documenting, and I'm actually experimenting with documentation myself in a lot of different ways. I personally believe it's very important to document the progress, whether it's feeding schedule or weight progress, to see whether your animal is gaining weight or how regularly your animal is gaining weight. If your animal's off a feed, maybe it hasn't eaten in a month, maybe it hasn't eaten in 2 months. Are they losing weight? Is it just maybe they're just not in the mood? Maybe they're not losing weight at all and they're retaining everything that they have. That's very important to keep, very important to understand. Now, there's a few ways to document. I've seen a lot of different things. I've seen information cards. Some people keep just index cards, with some information, and then they'll stack it away. When I first started, I had a notebook, literally, just a notebook. Now, this was important to me. I had a very small collection, so it was easy for me to go through and document everything. For all of them, because I only had maybe 8, 9. Started off at 3, and then now I have almost 30. So it's a little bit different now, trying to document everything. I don't want to sit there and write everything in a notebook. So I'm trying to experiment as my collection gets a little bit bigger. Anyway, I started off with a notebook, regular notebook. With the notebook, I was documenting feeding schedule, like when I fed. I used to feed every week. Some of them ate every 2 weeks. Their weight and the date, what they ate, and if they were in shed. That's usually pretty much all I did. If I got anything in quarantine, I would make sure that they pooped and peed, urates and turds. But also, if they gained any weight from when I got them, when did they eat? How often do they like to eat? What size meals are they more comfortable? Because sometimes you have to feed them something a little bit smaller to keep them going. From the notebook, I wanted to transition to something a little bit different, and so I thought maybe something like a planner would work a little bit better. Just because it goes along with the dates and I can write down on the dates. And I did that for a while, but going back, once I went back and started looking like, hey, when did this girl shed? You go through the months and you realize it's scattered all over the place because it looks like a calendar. So you have to know specifically what date you're looking for. If not, you're flipping through pages. And so March 23rd of 2019, I have how many rats I fed out that day. But it doesn't really, it was scattered all over the place, and I started to look for another way to do things. Now at the end of each month, it did have like a note-taking section, which made it a little bit easier to write some notes, but still it was scattered everywhere. This didn't last very long. It lasted for a year. So then I started going to Excel spreadsheets and started using that, and I felt that was really a lot easier to work with. It's not hard to learn Excel spreadsheets. There's really simple tutorials, and I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of videos on YouTube that'll teach you how to do it. But there's also some tutorials in Excel itself. The problem is that I started on Excel spreadsheets because on the tablet that I had back then, it was pretty much free. It came with the tablet. I didn't have to pay for Excel at all. And then I got a new one because it started getting messed up and it started crashing on me on a regular basis. And so after a while, I had to upgrade the computer system that I was using. And so with the new Windows tablet that I have, it wasn't free anymore because the software was completely different. It had other options to do, like Google Sheets and things like that. I haven't really tried that, but I'm pretty sure I've heard it's the same idea as the Excel. So I'm transitioning right now from Excel spreadsheets because I've been using it for the past 2 years, and it's done well for me. I do have my 18-19 season on it. I do have my 2020 season on it, and I now have my 2021 season on it. I should probably post a picture somewhere around here. What scared me about it was that recently I had I want to say a data crash, but I believe one of the files in the memory chip that I was using was corrupted, which kind of corrupted the whole memory chip, and therefore I pretty much lost 3 years of progress all at the same time. Now, I was able to recover that information, but it seems like every once in a while I go in there and I'm pretty sure I'm losing information. Like I could have sworn one of my ball pythons ate 2 weeks ago and it doesn't show that feeding record. And so now I'm starting to second guess myself on how long ago some of my animals have eaten, or when was the last time I weighed them, or when was the last time they shed. And that stuff is really important to me to keep track of. So I started using Reptile Scan. Now I was thinking about Husbandry Pro. I've seen a lot of good things with that, and I'm not sure if I'm ready for that just yet. I believe there's like a yearly subscription or a monthly subscription that you got to pay for it. Whereas the Reptile Scan does have, it's $24 forever. Like I bought it, it's on my phone, and that's it. I could have just used it on the website itself and used it for free. But I like the idea of being able to go in and scan my animals or scan a whole rack when everybody eats, or when everybody gets cleaned, or when everybody sheds out. I mean, it never happens that everybody sheds out and everybody eats. And that's probably a problem that I've seen as well, where you can't just scan a whole rack, because when does your whole rack ever eat, or when is your whole rack ever shed out, or whatever the case may be. But it's still cool, and it's still a cool idea to be able to scan each tub and just pop in the information. Boom, this tub ate on this date, or this tub shed on this date. I like that idea. If you haven't tried Reptile Scan, I would give it a try. You could go to reptilescan.com or look up Reptile Scan on Google and go to the website. You can use it for free as long as you register. But you can also download it on your phone as an app. It's like $24. This is not paid advertisement, by the way. I'm just trying to get second opinions and other ideas. Like I said, I'm experimenting with documentation, so maybe I might not even use it anymore. Maybe I'll go to Husbandry Pro next year or something. But I just want to try something different, whatever. I mean, I suggest you do the same thing. Try different things. I know some people are old school. They like to write everything down. But I don't want to have to write everything down. I don't have time for that. Most of the time I'll forget. And if I don't get to it when I'm doing it, I'll forget. And I'll either end up trying to double feed, or I'll get mad when this one doesn't want to eat, whatever the case. Either way, what are your thoughts? What are you guys using as documentation? Are you just using paper? Are you using information cards? Are you using a calendar? Do you even document? I know there's some people that don't document anything. Are you using something like Reptile Scan or Husbandry Pro? Whatever it is, let me know. Put it down in the comments. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I know there wasn't too many snakes. There wasn't any snakes besides this one in this video. But I think documentation is important. And if you don't, I think you should. It'll give you an idea as what kind of progress your collection's going through. And if you have a small collection, it'll give you some kind of regimen or a routine to go through so that you can get used to doing things on a schedule. Because everybody learns on a schedule. Even your ball pythons will react to you doing the same thing on a regular basis. Anyway, if you like this video, if you like this idea, like the video. If you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button and go ahead and hit that notification bell for future content. I do have some more stuff coming, and I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you guys for your input that you guys are going to put down in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Smile big and hustle hard.